Hey guys, so today we're gonna talk about my experience with Y Combinator Startup School and what is Startup School, which experience can it bring to you, and should you sign up for Startup School. So basically, Y Combinator is one of the most popular incubators in Silicon Valley, and their Startup School is a new program where they just offer all the lessons and kind of like a mentorship program, like I guess like 8 to 12 weeks mentorship program where you can get access to all the materials online for free. So basically you can sign up for in two ways. Either just like a listener, so this way you will just get access to Startup School library, or you can sign up as a co-founder or like a team member of some startup. This way you will get access to some other features as well. So what's the point of like doing this Startup School from YC? So maybe you will be able to win some grant. I think it's like $15,000 if you're doing really well through that school. And maybe you will just know a bit more about what is YC, how like to do startups, and just like getting some like basic knowledge about all that stuff. And maybe you can prepare your Y Combinator application just a bit better. So now I will just go through all the elements of Startup School. I will share what I did, how did group sessions go, what's included in the library, what's like what you can get from Startup School account and stuff like that. So let's do it. So to sign in into Startup School, you just go to startupschool.org, and then you will be able to sign into your Startup School account. So here are multiple features which you have here. So first of all, it's like a directory. So it's incredibly useful thing. So you can basically find all the companies which are in this Startup School directory who are participated in 2019 batch. There are more than 24,000 companies here. You can filter them, which is really cool. So for example, only companies I have group sessions with, and I can just like filter out all these companies. Only companies looking for co-founders, and only companies located 50 kilometers of San Francisco. So here you have 870 companies who are looking for co-founders in the Bay Area. So maybe if you're interested, that's the opportunity for you. Only companies located in my country, for example, you can change your country, and then you can filter out companies by travel, hardware, marketplace, moonshots, robotics, virtual reality, blockchain, all that stuff. So basically, let's just go to a profile of this company. So this is how it looks like, just like simple description. And here you can get like opportunity to send a message. So here is the place. You can just go to website, or you can send a message. So basically you have like 25,000 like contacts of founders and startup members with whom you can communicate and collaborate. So I think this is the main opportunity of this Startup School. If you are working on something, just like show it to these people, or like find new partnerships, find co-founders. It's a massive opportunity here. So following on that, you have a Startup School forum, which is incredibly powerful thingy, because you have like concentration of like startup founders and people looking to do some cool projects here. So basically here you have all the featured posts. For example, I'm the director of admissions, ask me anything. You can, if you are interested about applying to Y Combinator, just like go here, go to the forum, add a comment. I find this forum super useful. I didn't use a lot of it, like to be honest, but I definitely look into like to use more of these opportunities. If you have your product or some MVP ready, You can put it in, I guess, in introductions, and then people will give you feedback. So it's super useful. And also you can maybe go to show at startup. So anyways, you just need to like go through it. It's like create posts, like engage with people and ask for a feedback. If you created some project, just like ask for a feedback, ask what people are thinking about. Maybe you'll find new like collaborators. Then the other thing is like your updates. So basically what you need to do is just you need to submit a project, for example, you're working on, and then you need to select your key metric every week on Monday, and then you need to submit an update on that. Then you need to, it's really important to talk to users while you're working on a project. So you need to submit how many users you talk to, what is your morale, and stuff like that. It can be a bit like a vanity thing to do, but in fact, like it's showing your discipline, your stamina. If you're working on the project, every week you need to like update yourself at least on one core metric. So here you can decide which metric is that. Either it's like monthly revenue, is it growing, or it's like monthly active users, all that stuff, and then you just update. So after you submitted your update, you are able to participate in a group session. So every week there is a group session. It's held like during Thursday or Friday, but you need to submit your update latest on Wednesday. So after you do that, you will participate with other interesting projects. So for example, in different industries, you can change your time zone. You can speak with people in London, in Europe, in like whatever, in Los Angeles, in New York. And just basically, what is a group session in startup school? There are like 4 or 5 startups, different people just introduce themselves, just like talking about their project really quickly, around like 5 minutes, and then they're talking about what is the biggest obstacle. And then you just like give advice to each other, give feedback, what can go wrong, what is right. And then after each session, these people give feedback to you. This feedback is anonymous. So for example, this is a feedback I received. So I understand what this startup is building. 2 people agreed. I'm excited about the problems this startup is solving. Someone agreed, someone NA. The founder seems like the person I'd want to work with. Also 2 people agreed. So you will receive this feedback. And then like there is also written feedback, so people can give a feedback on your project and stuff like that. Frankly, it's just like my project is just like some test project. It's not like something that generates revenue or something. Because I just submitted it just to go through library of the startup school, so it's also fine. Also, you have like these deals, which are just like a collection of startup school deals in Notion. And there can be like really high value deals here from all these companies. So you can get access to them here. So I think it can be really cool. And also what I really like, there is a library. And here you can see through all the previous lessons by startup school teachers and mentors. They're grouped in different sections like ideas, getting started, co-founders, and there are both like just like text blog form blogs, and there are like YouTube videos, all that stuff. There's a ton of information here. I tried to read it all. Yeah, you will basically need a lot of time to like go through all of it, but for me I think this is one of the best like startup libraries in the world. So like the best focused information about all the aspects of startups. You can just access it for free instead of like reading all the like countless books and like countless blogs. You just have everything about the startups from Y Combinator here in one place, and it can be really useful info. So yeah, of course, during the startup school, they release, like every Monday or Tuesday, they release a few new lections. So you can go and watch these lections on YouTube. So I think it's like 2-3 lections. But if you want to attend one of these lectures or meetups, you also have the opportunity. Just go here to more, then you have events, and basically there is an opportunity to go to a meetup. So as you can see, there are still meetups in Austin, Bogota. No, like, yeah, Bogota, Boston, Berlin. There are just meetups, there are lectures, so you can just go there if you want to meet Y Combinator people. Let's go. What's left here? Syllabus. So this is just like what is this about? Group sessions. Try to explain. And then, yeah, you can apply for Startup School grant. Let's check out what that means. Yeah, you can access. Here's all the lectures. So here they are. Like, you can read through the titles of every lecture. So these are basically 10 weeks. And to get, after all that stuff, you can get like a Startup School certificate. But you need to attend, I guess, at least 8 group sessions. So you need to submit like 8 updates. So there is a $15,000 grant. So here are the requirements. Companies must participate and complete the course. And then there are some criteria. So you need to apply to Y Combinator core program. And maybe if you are participated in Startup School, it can give you some advantage, but I'm not sure. But you need to do it by September 25th. And then if you're accepted, you won't be eligible for 15K, but otherwise here are the criteria on which you will be judged. So whether a company has revenue, whether its company's business is growing, or the business is scalable, whether there is a reasonable path, the feasibility of implementing the company's proposed business objectives, and that's about it. So that's about it, guys. Yeah, so far I think it's a really nice experience. If you want to get some idea of like startup world and just like what is Y Combinator, or if you're interested in applying for Y Combinator, I think it's a must do. Of course, it's also free, so why not? Like, it takes like 2 hours, 3 hours per week just like to participate in all these activities. So just like, yeah. So that was me. Thanks for watching. Please leave any questions or suggestions in the comment section below and subscribe to this channel.